ranchos and metal ranchos.
It's a Circling Back podcast. Welcome. I have a nice little Monday for you. My name is Dave. Joining me to take care of production, audio, things of that nature, and just general humor, it's Randy Trimbacki.
Hi, Dave.
I got to pat myself on the back. I'm not only a nice humorist and a contributor to this pod, I'm really good at pressing the Matto Ranchos drop perfectly on beat.
Is it muscle memory at this point?
Kind of is. And weirdly, like it matches up perfectly. I don't think that was intentional when we made the drop, although Randy, you can.
This is the second time you're glazing yourself for the same exact thing.
Yeah. And I'll probably do it again next week.
Okay.
Have you ever realized, I know you haven't introed me yet, but I'm just going to start talking anyway.
This is Dylan Shivery. If you're new here, Dylan is a sports fanatic.
Yeah.
Loves his family.
Yeah.
And he's got a mustache.
Love my friends too, including you two guys. Hey, have you ever noticed how elite? I included Randy in that.
I know.
Oh, you were surprised that I included
No, I was roast
Randy.
handing Randy.
Oh, okay.
This is more of a roast hand.
Yeah.
See how it's cocked to the side? Spider-Man meme.
Have you ever noticed how elite your muscle memory is when putting on a seatbelt? Dude, you don't look at it. You just go straight and you find the slot every time.
Oh.
You know what I'm saying? Have y'all realized
Risky.
it? Think about it next time you put your seatbelt on. You don't look at it.
Ooh,
You
this guy
click.
wears a seatbelt.
Think about it.
Do you think about that a lot?
No one else is. I think.
I
about
mean,
it
you're
all
right.
the
You're
time.
right. It is impressive.
This is how I get in the car. I reach for it and I just go, boom, click. I don't feel around for it. I don't look at it. It's just straight to the slot, man.
Compared to like when
Just-
you get on an airplane.
I just jam that thing in there. Actually, I don't jam it. It slides right in because it's just so perfect how I do it.
What are you
It's
doing?
crazy. Think about it. Everyone listening,
You're
think
getting a
about
little
how,
fast and loose with the lingo on a Monday.
think about how elite muscle memory can be with certain things like that you do several times.
Oh, I know what he's talking about. My fingers, when it comes to locking the bathroom door behind me, it's all one motion. It's like a cop drawing his gun and just on safety it right there. It's just all one motion.
It's like
door,
a cop
lock.
drawing his gun.
It's
I don't
like
know
when
why-
you.
I don't know why that's the analogy.
When
Yeah,
Randy's in line at
'cause you're
7-Eleven.
You're trained. I think if you draw your gun to unlock the safety, all in one motion.
When you're in line at
Pretty sure.
7-Eleven behind a police officer, don't you typically reach for the service weapon?
Yeah.
Then you like stop yourself, but you typically.
It's like the Green Goblin mask. Do it.
The other thing I wanted to share, and this is added value to our good friends at Lucy. I left my Lucy at home. I had to use a competing brand. That's what's in my lip right now. It's just not the same.
That sounds like a Waylon Jennings song. Left my Lucy at home.
It's just not the same.
We got to read. Save that little anecdote
Okay.
for the read.
I'm going to save that for the read, even though I just said it. But
No,
I'm gonna
that's
say it-
okay.
I'm going to say it again.
You can double down because they won't hear this. They will hear that though.
That's true. Okay.
No, but when you put on an airplane seatbelt, it's like, do you ever get that? When I was a kid, I used to get scared that mine wasn't going to work. It's kind of like when you go get on a roller coaster and you think that like, they pull the bar down and you're like, I'm going to be in the one that the bar flies
Oh
up
my
and I'm going to
God,
fly
dude.
out.
One thing that trips me out about roller coasters, aside from just my debilitating fear of heights, is that you have to put trust in the human beings who make that. It's like, what if it just doesn't work this one time?
There's like a 15-year-old named Marty walking by just checking the bars
Yeah.
to make sure, and they don't like.
Or at the carnival, it's an older man with cigarettes rolled up in his sleeve.
On the tilt-a-whirl.
Yeah, and he's probably got a flask in his boot. It's like, I don't know if this is, what the regulations are here.
You think the mind eraser got inspected like before the carnival?
I don't
Went
think
through
so.
like a 10-point
Yeah.
inspection plan.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Yeah.
That's why I stick to the Gravitron. I feel like it's one of the safer ones.
That's the one that you are pinned back against the wall because of gravity as it spins.
Mm-hmm.
It's not gravity at all. It's centrifugal force.
Gravity has nothing to do with it.
Gravity is still in play, but centrifugal force fights the gravity and throws you up on the wall. Surprised you didn't know that.
Well, it sounds like
Randy
I
knew
actually
it.
technically
Mhm.
was right.
Randy,
Because without gravity, you wouldn't.
Centripetal or centrifugal?
centrifugal.
Ooh,
Because
Randy.
one is they're opposites, but yes.
Randy taking the heat off me. Let's keep going on this. Dig in.
I don't know how to spell that. Centrifugal.
Either way, you might blow chunks.
Centrifugal.
I never
Centrifugal.
blew chunks on the Gravitron.
You never,
But I do know-
Centrifugal, not centrifugal.
So who was actually accurate there?
The force that acts outward from the center of a rotating object is centrifugal force.
So what would you name it if you wanted to name it correctly? Because if gravitron, as you say, gravity doesn't play a real role in that, then what should it be called?
Centrifugon.
That's actually not that bad.
Centrifugon.
Well, I think it might be the gravitron is like gravity doesn't matter because you can go upside down and stuff because you're getting pinned against the wall.
I've seen people do tricks.
Yeah.
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 They do upside down and shit. Next level, man.
Yeah. I've always been able to go down upside down. Not to
Wow.
brag, but I go upside down on the gravitron.
We're gonna have to get you in one.
Oh,
When's
yeah.
the last time you were on a gravitron?
Probably like high school. But I can still do
It's
it.
been a minute for me as well.
But aren't you like noted as saying like the perfect temperature to go on a gravitron is like 54 degrees or 52 degrees? What is it?
It was 59 degrees. Brett said that was the perfect
What a
weather
bizarre
to go to the amusement park and go on a roller coaster.
What a bizarre take that no one asked for.
That's not even accurate because
No,
it's
if
cold.
if you go on a roller coaster,
I told you.
59 degrees is going to be very
'Cause-
chilly.
'cause
He wants to be bundled up.
I think it came from a debate about weather, and I said, yeah, but like I said 92 was the best temperature, and he said it was too hot. I'm like, okay, maybe I'll take it back and say maybe 85. But if I'm going to an amusement park, I want to go on a hot summer day. But he was saying, no, 59 degrees. And I'm like, that's terrible.
I just like the specificity of which he spoke. It's
59 degrees.
if there's a chance I might have to apply chapstick or a moisturizer to my lips. It's not a good day to be at the amusement
If I
park.
need to wear a jacket to the amusement park,
You wanna go
I ain't
jacket
going.
off.
Yeah, I want to jacket off at the amusement park.
If I'm on the Der Stuka, no, that's a water slide. If I'm on the Rattler or the Texas Giant,
Dude,
the world's largest, formerly the world's largest wooden roller coaster, I don't want to mess with that.
Is that now defunct?
No, I think it's around, but a lady did fly off of it and get decapitated probably like 20 years ago.
Dude, if you watch that thing,
It's very scary.
it sways
It's wood.
because it's made of wood.
Uh-huh.
I don't know. It shouldn't be a thing, but whatever.
I
I don't do roller coasters.
You don't grip grain. Everyone knows that.
Not on a roller coaster, I don't.
Just stick to the Judge Roy Scream.
Stick to the.
Did you ever ride the Judge Roy Scream?
I just stick to the centrifugon. No, what is it?
That's a Six Flags Arlington
Agta?
roller coaster. It was like it's one of the cooler ones of like the last era of roller coasters. Once they made the Giant, it became like the second or third best roller coaster in the park. But they tricked it up by letting you go backward on it. So they put it, instead of going forward, you went backwards. So you didn't get to see anything. You get to see like, you know what I mean? When you get to the top, you're just like, whoa.
You got to see where
Wow.
you were.
Yeah. Judge Roy Scream, named after the infamous Judge Roy Bean.
Shouts out to Six Flags Great America in Gurnee, Illinois. The Raging Bull.
Okay.
It's a good one.
That's a good one. Hey, tomorrow, Randy, tell the folks what you got for them.
We got Circling Back on Touching Base.
That's on Patreon.
I think we're. Should I give a tease what what one of the segments we're going to do?
You want to give them one.
Tell the
little taste.
squad. They deserve to know.
I think we might be revisiting the first ever Touching Base. Now, actually, it wasn't even Touching Base at that point.
The first
too.
ever podcast episode that didn't have a name or an intro song or anything. It was just a bunch of idiots in a conference room.
So that
Some
would
of
be
us
one.
didn't know why they were even there.
That's true.
We're talking pre-EDM cruise days.
I remember how nervous I was to just sit in front of a microphone.
That's when you adjusted your voice 2 octaves deeper.
Yeah, and since I did
You
that,
stuck with it.
I can't go back now.
Patreon. We had some good Patreon last week. We did, what did we do? Exactly 5 minutes on Tuesday, and then we did listener voicemails every Thursday. But last Thursday's was a lot of fun. Check it out. You can go try it out for a week.
A new
for
character
free.
was born from Dave, and it is getting all the glaze on subreddit.
Yeah, that's one you may never see again because that, I don't know
I don't know,
how,
Dave.
I channeled something there.
I think if we don't see that again, I think I might quit the show.
What I'm saying is it was I can't repeat the voice. It was tough.
I think
The
you
character
can.
might have been like a limited edition.
The character was always there from the Dylan. It just went
Dylan.
it went way more that time.
Go make up with her.
It's that I don't know. Let's just say we got a field trip in the works.
Yes, we do, and we are absolutely making it happen.
Every Friday we drop a newsletter. It's a Substack newsletter. Go check it out. washed.substack.com. More on that later. And like I always say, this is a good week to subscribe to our YouTube. Go to youtube.com/circling back. You can check us out. You can make judgments about our physical appearances. Yeah, make fun of us, whatever you want to do. Tell us we're handsome or not. I think it's a visual show. I really do. So go sub our YouTube. And we always have merch going at washedmedia.shop. Washedmedia.shop. We got some new stuff in the works. I think you're going to like it. Go check it out, though.
Bro, let's go out this weekend. There's a crazy event happening.
I like to turn up.
Bro, there's a crazy event happening.
We had the party and it was lit.
I got yelled at by a prostitute.
Let's just go have fun and let go with it.
Little Woodrows, let's go.
This weekend in fun, presented by our good friends at Cremo.
Cremo.
Cremo, Dylan. I washed up with some Cremo today. How about that? I took me a little shower. Fantastic. You deserve freedom from sweat and stink. Cremo's deodorant is designed to provide men with 48-hour odor protection. The deodorant's goated too. Can you smell it on me? It's not overly strong, but if you get close and you smell it, you're going to like the way it smells, I guarantee.
Man,
it.
they sent us the cologne.
Yeah?
The Palo Santo
Mm-hmm.
is the one I'm rocking with. It smells so damn good. It's also not overpowering. It's a subtle scent.
Cremo products are all barber grade and made with pride, professionalism, and passion to guarantee you quality without compromise. Elevate your deodorant experience with Cremo's two latest signature scents. Italian Bergamo is a bright, fresh, and robust, showcasing notes of bergamot and neroli blossom. And fresh vetiver, Palo Santo, as Dylan mentioned, is deep, smoky, and refined, just like you.
That's how people describe me. So it's perfect.
Notes of Palo Santo, bright cardamom, and dry papyrus. I thought you smelled a little bit like a dry papyrus
Yeah.
today when you walked in.
Exactly.
We're all huge fans of it. I honestly, it was like it showed up at my doorstep one day and I opened the box and saw all this Cremo stuff. And I was like, well, I guess we got a new sponsor.
Chelsea is a big fan of it. If you're new here, that's the lady friend. She thinks I smell fantastic when I use Cremo.
They've got good, uncommon scents with distinct scents crafted from a thoughtful blend of ingredients. Cremo deodorants enhance the possibilities of men's body care. Are you using the body wash at all? Because
Yeah.
I am. Okay.
I am using the body wash.
It's fantastic. I think you know what? It's only right that it pairs well with the deodorant.
Took the body wash camping with us a few weekends ago when I took Parks, and he used the body wash, and he had some great things to say about it.
There you go. Cremo also offers a wide a wide range of other grooming products for men, including shaving cream, beard oil, and shampoo. So you can find your favorite scent and buy the whole body care line. Head to Target or Target.com to find Cremo's new line of antiperspirants and deodorants in the Italian Bergamo and Palo Santo scents. Once again, that's Target or Target.com. Check them out. That's Cremo, Cremo. Dylan, care to share what you got into over the weekend?
Thanks for asking, Dave. I would love to share. Not a super thrilling weekend. Went to Chelsea's out in Lakeway on Friday. Parks, we both stayed out there. A little had to get out and just get the hill country a little bit.
How's Lakeway these days?
It's as it always has been. I don't know how to answer that really. It's
You lived there back in the day. Lakeway 30 years ago was I assume mostly like ranching, farming community, right? Like it kind of blew up over the last few decades.
Yeah, it's now a pretty affluent suburb of Austin.
It feels like the kind of place where if you don't go for a couple months and you go out there's like a new cool bar or restaurant.
There has been some significant development out there. Yeah.
Okay.
Putting up condos and new strip centers and restaurants and all kinds of stuff. It's a really nice area. It really is. I enjoy it. Yeah, so that was Friday. Saturday had a baseball game. Parks had a baseball game, and they were not their best. They need to throw strikes, man. They're struggling to find the zone, and we're walking too many guys, too many pass balls. The fielding needs some work. They were down big, and they came back and were able to tie the game. The very last, they were the visiting team. They had to score 4 runs to tie, and they did, and they had to keep the other team from scoring to secure the tie, and they were able to do that. Time had expired, so they couldn't start a new inning. So
Did they stall?
it's a draw.
They pull the old
Yeah.
Kentucky. Was it the Kentucky coach?
Yeah, they did a lot of visits to the mound. No, it was actually a really exciting game. Parks played pretty well. Not his best game. Played pretty well. Made a couple plays out in the field that made his dad proud. But they're struggling on defense, man. They're hitting the ball well, but they're struggling on D. We got to figure that out.
Am I crazy, or did you tell me that he was contemplating a move to pitcher?
I'm glad you asked that. I was about to say in the last inning, I was keeping score as I do, so I didn't know what was going on, but I was informed that Parks was warming up in the pen, which would have been. I'm already really anxious, nervous every time he's up to bat. I would have been a mess if he got out on the mound in a crucial moment in the game.
What's his walkout song?
Wild Thing, obviously.
A classic.
Yeah, you don't need him to be like Dave in that one 6th grade game.
Okay. They've got shelled.
I got rocked. The job was to throw strikes. It just happens that they could hit every strike that I threw.
Right. Parks, we practiced pitching a few times. He's streaky. He'll throw 5 strikes in a row, and then he's just very erratic at times. So,
when I was working out him out at my academy, I caught him nibbling a little bit.
Yeah.
Like he likes to hit the corners.
Yeah, he likes to paint.
And sometimes you just got to look, man.
I know.
If you're not finding it, you just got to put it over the plate and pray.
I'm teaching him all the junk too. He's got a splitter.
Splitter's nasty
Yeah,
when it's on.
He's got his 2-seam fastball that kind of runs at the end.
Yeah.
And of course the hook, the 12-6 hook, which is just nasty.
And
yeah.
I just want to clarify, this is not Dave Ruff's Swing Academy. This is Dave Ruff's Pitching Academy.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay.
He's got a couple academies going right now.
It's at the same complex.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
In my garage.
Does your Swing Academy also cover baseball swings or just golf swings?
Just golf swing.
Okay. I just want to make sure.
I don't.
That was a weird question.
It's pretty obvious.
That was a really weird
question. Go check us out. We've got a webpage. It'll be up soon.
Next
under
game,
construction.
Next game is Thursday, and I'm excited for that one. I get really excited for its games, as I have shared.
What time was the game Saturday?
It was at 10:45 in the morning.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's a good time.
It was cloudy and really breezy. It felt great outside that morning. Really nice weather. Dave, how about you, my friend?
You know what? I'm going to pass the rock to Randall. I'm going to close it down. I'm going to close it down.
Oh, he's going to close it down. My mom was in town, and so I was just pretty much taking her around Austin, showing her all the stuff. So Thursday night we did Matt's, Matto Ranchos.
Matto Ranchos.
And you were earlier you were talking about how good you are at finding the button, and there's a little delay there.
I was picking my spot.
He's talking about how good he is at finding the button during
So
the drop.
I don't have seatbelt muscle memory with it yet.
Matto Ranchos.
So we did Matt's. Then Friday took her to go get the Leroy and Lewis burger because I think that's one of the best burgers I've had in my life. It's delicious.
You stand on that?
I do. I think the only other burger that I've ever had that can compare to it is the Gordon Ramsay burger I had in Vegas.
Holy
I know
shit.
that's a good burger.
Where is it? Sorry.
Leroy and Lewis.
I know where.
It's like
geographically.
It's like
South.
Slaughter. It's close to. It's like First and Slaughter, kind of.
Okay.
Or maybe like not even Slaughter.
They have a brick and mortar now. They used to
Interesting.
just be the truck.
Yeah, it's like First and William King.
Can I dig
It's
in
on
on
the
your
south.
Matt's trip?
Yeah.
Where did you guys sit?
We sat in it's like the front room that isn't the bar.
Yeah. So right when you walk in, if you kept walking straight past the host stand.
Yeah. So then instead of taking a right to go to the big room, like if you get to the kitchen that you look at, you take that left in there.
Okay.
Around that front room.
Oh, that room kind of stinks.
Yeah.
Is that your 40th birthday room?
Ranking them, it's patio. It's the middle room is number 2. Then I'm going back left, front left, and then that side little shitty bar area that I sometimes sit in that no one wants to sit there.
I would completely agree with that, but I gotta think you gotta divide the patio because that all the way
You're
right
right,
side
it is-
patio
it's a
is like a
massive
shitty
patio.
part. Is a shitty part of the patio.
There's
You're
parts
right.
of that patio where you feel like you're at a different restaurant and people forgot about
The
you.
closer
Yeah.
you are to the koi pond, the better your seat is outside.
Yeah.
These are facts.
The koi pond
Big
provides
facts.
energy.
Yeah.
So we did Matt's, and then I think we did. What did we do for? Because I did a lot of just food
What's the order there, Hoss?
at Matt's. I did the Al Pastor quesadillas.
How about mommy?
She did the okay. My mother, she just did cheese and chicken quesadillas. Apparently, she doesn't like Mexican food that much, and she told me that as we sit down at mass.
Cheese and chicken quesadillas, huh?
Yeah, that's all she did. It's very.
She's a trim back.
She's a very Midwestern woman. Let's just say that.
Okay.
I was like, okay, we didn't have to come here, but we did do Terry Black's.
She said she doesn't like Mexican food, but has she had Mexican
She doesn't
food?
like spice at all. She is
Okay.
very much
Fair.
a Midwestern
Fair.
woman. I'm trying to think of mainly we saw the bats last night, which I'm surprised that no one in this office has seen the bats.
Is it worth it?
It's a cool experience. Yeah. Seeing them all fly out, especially from the water.
I was watching the Rangers over the weekend, and I was looking for the bats too.
That's funny. I don't know. I'm trying to
Terry
think.
Black's.
Yeah, I'm trying to think about what I had.
She liked Terry Black's though.
She did. She really liked it. I'm trying to figure out where we had food for Friday night, but I guess it doesn't matter.
I picture your mom looking exactly like that female Photoshop of you, that AI. Remember that one? It was like
not as much. I take after my dad more.
Okay.
But like I do. I could see my aunts in that female Photoshop. But pretty much just had a nice Austin weekend. Did a lot of food.
This guy eats. When's
Baby.
mommy out of town?
Oh, we did the Oasis.
oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Oh.
I went out to Lake Travis to go to the Oasis.
Was that
which
your
is-
first time?
Yeah, it's a very cool view. We did the brewery.
The
'cause
view
everyone
is what
said-
it's all
yeah.
about. The view is elite.
Yes, and everyone said the food at the brewery was better, so we did that, and it was some good chicken tenders and fries. Nothing like that Louisville place.
Boy,
but
no place has gassed up a random place in Louisville more than this show.
those chicken tenders were amazing.
What's the place called? You looked it up.
It's called like Gordon Bosch or something like that
a
brewery.
brewery,
but it's
yeah.
like, it has a GB on the front of it. It's on like the 4th Street Live strip,
Okay.
very touristy part of Louisville. But yeah, it was just a good time hanging out with the mom.
Well, shout out to Mrs. Trimbacki. I suppose you want to know what Dave did.
Yes, I do. Hey, Dave, what did you do?
Hey, thank you for taking a shot. We were back in Duncanville, Texas, where my wife and I are from. It was a very much tactical trip. Got up Friday. Was in the car by like 10-ish. Up there. We did one Easter Friday, one Easter Saturday. I'm having some chatter, some people reaching out, wondering like, hey, everybody in your family dressed up for Easter and you rocked the washed t-shirt. Well, I was like, yeah, it's a quality t-shirt. The wash is actually
a great t-shirt.
embroidered. It's a very good tee.
By the way, I didn't mention my Easter because I spent it like doing chores, and it was really not that exciting. Sorry. I wanted people to be like, oh, doing stuff, Easter. Didn't do anything.
I wasn't going to say anything, but
Okay.
I was definitely thinking. Randy and I
Oh,
were
I mean,
slacking about it.
Actually, I went to David's church with my mom.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
How'd you like it?
It was good. Jesus was giving like the guns up or whatever, but that was interesting.
Jesus
Did you
was
have
there.
the Irish priest?
I think so.
You'd know.
No, he didn't have like a thick Irish accent.
Okay,
but-
then
That
okay.
wasn't him.
There's a legit Irish guy priest at my church.
Oh, that must be great. Yeah. So we did that and then just hung out at the pool all day.
He's not as like demonstrative as a Patreon character.
He's not working at a
He's not as
kiosk
judgy.
bar.
He doesn't give you life lessons when he's only known you for an hour. Yeah, I got out on Saturday for a bit, went out to my old stomping grounds, Prairie Lakes. Of course, I grew up playing. Check it out. In the Grand Prairie area. It's right off I-20. 3 nines. It's a good municipal course. I don't know what kind of condition the course is in because I just chipped. I chipped for like 45 minutes. I think I found something. And got out of there, man. It was actually delightful. And it was very overcast. There was rain like on the way, but it was nice. A little breezy, kind of tropical. But and then yeah, we did Easter, like I said, Friday, my in-laws, then Saturday at my parents' place. My sister, her kids came over. Always great to see everybody. And man, my to double down on my Substack, talking about how I've kind of gently guided my oldest boy into Ninja Turtles fandom. I showed him and gave him some of my old Ninja Turtle action figures that my parents have kept.
That's cool.
He is now the proud owner of a Donatello. And I'm going to slowly introduce him to more because my parents are looking to offload that stuff anyway.
Mhm.
So as we go back, we'll probably be going back for Memorial Day. I'll let him get in a little bit more. But I still got I've got the whole sewer headquarters. I've got the blimp, the Ninja Turtles blimp. I don't know if it works.
So you had some stuff.
Dude, I've got some good stuff. And it's all in pretty good condition, surprisingly, for something that's been sitting in an attic in North Texas for years.
Yeah, I'm on record saying that I'm okay with remakes and reboots now. That like as an adult and seeing people's kids being able to enjoy the same thing that they did as kids, like seeing my nieces be really into Pokemon is like, oh, I was really into Pokemon. I can like talk to them about this.
So there's times when like the way we do bedtime real quick is like Alyssa will bring him in, read him a story, then he comes out and grabs me and I go in and we'll typically play a game and it's usually something silly he cooks up or him like wanting to fight me. But lately it's been ever since I introduced Ninja Turtles, he'll just be like, tell me about the turtles.
Fuck yeah.
And I'll be like, well, where do I begin? Problem is there's not a ton of source material that I remember. So I'm like, well, Michelangelo kind of likes to party. He's got the orange mask and he's got nunchucks, loves pizza.
Cowabunga.
Cowabunga's his thing. That's pretty much all I know.
Mm-hmm.
And then he's a little bit creeped out by Splinter.
I get it.
He's like, what's the deal? He's like, is he a bad guy or a villain? Because he knows like the whole hero versus villain thing. He's in on that.
Oh, good.
He's like, is Splinter a dog? Is Splinter a villain? I'm like, well, he's a rat, and he's actually they're pretty much their dad. He raised them. He's their sensei.
He's
their
not
master.
a normal sized rat though.
No, he's not.
He's a big rat.
And he talks.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And he stands on two legs.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe in a kind of offensive accent sometimes.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, that one's up in the air. It's like,
Yeah, it's cartoon characters. So you can't really say.
Comic book, I don't know. The guy didn't write it. Anyway, so that was fun. Came back yesterday. Watched a little golf. Shout out to JT. Your boy JT took the dub.
Yeah.
Harbortown took the dub.
The dub?
It's the tournament after the Masters. No one cares. No one watches.
It's a signature event, Hoss.
No one watches.
No, it's a good event.
Mm-hmm.
Harbortown.
Whatever.
You mad because he took the dub?
Stop saying it.
Why
like
are you
that.
so mad that he took the dub?
NOTZ. Free golf.
It's a judge. I don't know.
Oh, man. His first win since becoming a dad. I guess that doesn't mean anything to Dylan.
I didn't know he
means
became a dad.
Well, he did. He had sex.
But is he an uncle yet?
Great. That's a great
That's
question.
a good question.
Because that's when it really starts. You know?
Hold on. I'm looking it up right now. Hold on.
Yeah, I think it's if he has siblings, they became uncles. Or
That's
aunts.
right. Yeah,
Wait.
He possibly made a sibling an uncle.
Okay. Not seeing anything about that, but it does say that yesterday he took the dub.
dub.
Okay.
Took a dub. Speaking of dubs, Dylan, tell us about our good friends over at Lucy.
Ooh, you want to talk about Lucy, David?
No, I really do.
I'll start by saying I wish I had Lucy with me this morning. Unfortunately, I left my Lucy at home, so I had to use a replacement competing brand product. It's not the same. I miss Lucy. Of course, Breakers are my favorite of the Lucy products. The 8 milligram is what I prefer. I like to take them in the morning after breakfast and after lunch, my two favorite times to take them. They get me dialed in. They get me focused, give me a little energy. I absolutely love them. Of course, they are completely tobacco-free, all pure nicotine product. They have, apple ice is my flavor. We got mango. We got cinnamon.
Hand up for mango. I'm a mango guy.
Dave's a mango guy. Dave likes the gum.
I do, Dylan.
He likes the gum.
I love the nicotine.
I like the Breakers, as we've talked about, and of course the pouches are also fantastic.
That's me. That's me nephew, Nicotine.
Yeah,
Nicotine.
right. The Breakers have a little flavor capsule in them. That's what sound it makes when you bite down on it.
You know it's on once it breaks.
Then you know that it's absolutely on.
You're about to get locked in.
Yes. Let's level up your nicotine routine with Lucy. Go to lucy.co/steam and use promo code STEAM to get 20% off your first order. Lucy has a 30-day refund policy if you change your mind. Again, that's lucy.co and use code STEAM to get 20% off. And here comes the fine print. Lucy products are only for adults of legal age, and every order is age verified. Warning, this product contains nicotine. Nicotine is an addictive chemical.
Also, me nephew. Sorry, that's a completely different character.
Nicotine. You've sit on
Nicotine.
Nicotine.
Might be a nicotine out there somewhere.
Nicholas Otine.
Yeah, Nicholas Otine.
Oh, Dylan.
Yeah.
God.
We're talking about we're kicking it back to Meatloaf, Dave.
Oh, yeah. We got to talk Meatloaf.
When you became a star for
So
the first
Dylan
time.
hit me with a text like, hey, like Saturday morning, afternoon. He's like, hey, Dave, can you send me that Meatloaf video? This is actually the second one. Go to the first one I sent you. This is a different show, Randy.
I was telling Chelsea and Parks about Dave on was it the Travel Channel?
I
Food
believe it was
Network?
either Food Network or the Travel Channel.
One
I
of the
believe
two.
the show was top 5, generically named Top 5 Restaurants.
I think we were talking about 24 Diner. That's how it came up. And I texted the squad and asked Dave for the video, and he delivered. And it got some play over the weekend on the socials.
So if you've been around for a minute, if you're a day one, you know this happened. But this is pre-content Dave for the most part. This is us doing podcasts at all.
Yeah.
Turn up the USB a lot because it's kind of quiet.
Okay. And this is a brief clip of my first appearance on cable television.
It's great meatloaf.
That's quick.
It's great meatloaf.
Again, you should probably watch this on YouTube, and while you're there, subscribe. Circling Back Pod. I went to meet a buddy of mine who lived in Austin. I went to high school with, who worked for a big ad agency in Austin, and one of his partners or whatever. And it was like when I was first started running PGP, I was like, all right, well, we're gonna come here, and you're gonna run the website, and you're gonna do other stuff for us too, but that's gonna be part of your job. And so I was like, well, I'm going to go. I got a buddy I'd like to connect with him, whatever. He was a good friend of mine in high school. And we went. He's like, let's go to 24 Diner. I was like, cool. So we went. And as I walked in, I noticed there's a sign outside of the door. And it said, just a heads up. It didn't say that. That's way too formal. It said, filming, letting you know this place there's filming going on. You may be featured on a show. You have to let people know if you're going to record them and do that. And we walked in, didn't think anything of it, took our seat. We sat there. It's just 3 of us, 3 dudes. He's a handsome feller. At the time, I was pre-mustache, had a little more hair, was definitely rocking a Millar button down in that video. I was a little more buttoned up back then. And we sat down, we're eating, and then they walk over and they're like, hey, do you guys mind if we bring the crew over here and film you guys after you order? And we're like, okay. And they were like, can you guys order? They were basically guiding us like, do you mind ordering the meatloaf and blah, blah, blah. And I was like, yeah, that's fine. I normally wouldn't order meatloaf. I don't know.
Did they comp your meal? Because they can't tell you what to. Okay, good.
They did. So I ordered the meatloaf and I was like, whatever, fuck it, And they brought the full on camera crew over, and like they had like a producer, somebody off camera, like, so what did that first bite taste like? It's like they get me, like, okay, just give us some like thoughts. And in my head, I'm like, oh, they want like quick sound bites. They want like something like you just heard.
They didn't want you to break down the flavor profile of the meatloaf.
No, not really. Well, if they did, they didn't get it from me. I just gave them like hyperbole. And I was just like, took a bite, chewed, as you can see in the video, and I just said, that was a great meatloaf. And then I probably went on to be like, yeah, I probably tried to talk about it like real sophisticated, but again, it's meatloaf. So there's really not much you can say. It's like, this is a great loaf of meat. Yummy. Hungry.
Wait, the other guy in the clip you're eating with him?
So that guy that they show is not my buddy.
Okay.
Because they wronged him.
Why did they show the little brief clip of him with food, like
with the egg yolk dripping out of the corner of his mouth?
Yeah,
they did him wrong.
Here, I could put it up here. It's the thumbnail.
So gross.
Yeah, they wronged my man's, and he was a nice guy. I don't remember his name, but yeah, he's literally just got egg yolk dripping out of the corner of his mouth. Doesn't even get any words in. They just go right to me, and they hit me with the bite and chew. Is what I've been told. I have a good bite and chew.
Is that right?
A thing in the biz. Somebody we worked with at the time told me that, and it sounded like they knew what they were talking about. I remember after this, so this aired, and this episode will pop up a few times a year, and people will DM me or text me and be like, dude, I think I just saw you on TV. And yeah, that's me. I'm the Meatloaf guy from television. And I should probably add that to my Cameo. Check me out on Cameo. I could probably up my price on there.
Meatloaf guy.
Yeah, I need to put that on. What am I
Yeah.
doing? I'm the
Television
Meatloaf
star.
guy.
Wow.
No, I reached out to like a local talent agency after this as like a bit to see if I could get representation for like commercials. And like nobody took it seriously. They're like, is this your only portfolio? Like your only, and I'm like, yeah, it's the only thing in my portfolio. This is the only thing I've done. I'm just getting my feet. I was like, I'm just kind of getting my feet.
I just
wet.
got a toe in right now. I'm trying to,
I'm trying to
jump
break
in.
into the biz.
Yeah.
They never called back.
You just sent them the clip. That's great, Meatloaf.
Yeah, I did. And they didn't.
You did crush it.
Nobody bit, so to speak. That's
And
okay.
you.
And then, so funny enough, a year later, I believe it was the same show. It was either the same show or the same network. They posted something on Insta. 24 Diner posted something.
Mhm.
And they're like, hey, blah, blah, blah. Top 5 restaurants is coming back to 24 Diner. So I was like, got to get in here. And by this time, we were doing the show, I believe. And Dylan, Will, and I I DM'd, and I was like, hey, I was on the show last year. You might remember me from the Meatloaf. It's great.
From the Meatloaf.
And they're like, definitely come back out. We'd love to have you. We remember you. You're like I think they were joking. They're like, you're like a legend around here.
He's a Meatloaf guy.
Food and drink on us every time you come in. I was like, oh, really? And we went in, and then Randy played the other clip. There is more to this because Will gets a lot of airtime on this one.
So tender, the pork belly, it's got a hint of sweet to it. The sandwich makes me feel alive again.
The sandwich makes me feel alive again.
Yeah, that's me saying a pork belly sandwich made me feel alive again.
I don't remember that. I mean, I remember like being on there. I don't remember your line.
Run it back, Randy.
That's incredible.
So tender, the pork belly, it's got a hint of sweet to it. The sandwich makes me feel alive again.
So we were just throwing out lines thinking like there's no way they're gonna actually use there's no way they're gonna put a guy saying this sandwich makes me feel alive again.
Oh.
But they did. So those are my
Wow.
2 appearances on television at 24 Diner in Austin, which is still open, and it's, you know what? It still rules. I would go there. It's over right across from the original Whole Foods headquarters. Check it out.
Did you update your portfolio and send it back out?
I need to.
Yeah, dude. Your resume that's a major addition to your reel.
It's funny because go back. Sorry, you don't have to play it, but just pull open the still. I want to see what button down I'm wearing. Am I wearing the same one? That's embarrassing if I am.
It's like a kind of plaid one.
Yeah, I'm rocking that might be a Ralph Lauren. I'm wearing just button downs to 24 Diner midday.
Button down.
Trying to fit in with the business class.
So tender, the pork belly, it's got a hint of sweet to it. The sandwich makes me feel alive again.
There you go.
God,
So
dude, look at
that's
that
I think
hair.
they completely left me out.
How did you not make it?
Like, I don't think I had much to offer. I think plus
They knew I was the talent.
the dishes that they wanted to feature, not one that I ordered.
Will had a lot of airtime. I can't remember.
Yeah, he did.
I don't have it on my phone. If somebody wants to dig in and find these like full episodes and let us know, we'll post them so you can watch. It really doesn't benefit us if you go watch, but it might be fun if you. I don't know.
Good times, man.
But yeah, so those are my 2 times. That was Dave patting himself on the back for the second time on the show. 1, my drop glazing, and 2, my abilities as a. By the way, you can see the Ralph Lauren horse covered up with tape.
Oh wow.
TFM.
Okay, I was wondering. I was looking for it, but yeah.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
covered it up, dude.
Dude, this guy was definitely in a frat.
They're like, dude, we can't like we're trying to appeal to like everybody. We can't have somebody that's
Yeah.
frat on TV. Do you mind covering that up?
Wow.
Yeah, fun times. Fun times. What do you want to talk about now? You want to do Spacebar? Lead with the Spacebar.
You want to do Spacebar?
Yeah, lead with the Spacebar, but you have to lead with it in the right way, if you know what I mean. You got to give us the intro that the people deserve.
Spacebar. Spacebar. It's time for the fucking Spacebar. Of course, Spacebar is
It's
a
a
segment
Spacebar.
where I talk about either something space related or bar related. Oh, I should have done the kiosk bar.
You got to tune into the Patreon for that one.
Yeah.
Or you could just do our listener meetup there that we're going to do.
Can you imagine?
That's going to suck for the bartender who gets like 10 people a day, and then all of a sudden there's like 25 people.
Can you imagine?
Yeah.
It'd be completely overwhelmed. All right, we got this one is about space, by the way. It's not bar related. A planet called K2-18b, which was discovered, I believe, in 2015. There's some new information out, David.
K2-18b?
K2-18b, and honestly, it needs a rebrand.
I know K2-18a.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know there was a B.
It's a sequel.
Interesting.
It's an exoplanet about 120 light years away.
All right.
So
it takes light 120 years to get there.
So 5.5 trillion times 120 is how many miles it is away.
It's
far.
I'm doing some back of the math here. Yeah.
It looks they have okay, so the first sign of possible extraterrestrials detected in the cosmos, all right, has been found on K2-18b.
Okay.
Don't get too excited. It's not like little green men walking around, in civilized society. It's signs of life, signs of organisms.
What if they were overly civilized though? Like they were real proper lads.
They had like
just
top
drink.
hats.
They drink tea.
Oh,
Hello.
the Earthlings have found us.
You finally found us.
Good day.
Welcome to K2-18b.
Yeah, they also call it K2-18b.
Yes, we know the name is something a little bit objectionable. It doesn't roll off the tongue.
Oh.
We don't have tongues, but we speak English for some reason. All right, go ahead. Sorry.
It's completely covered in ocean. It's just a big planet of water.
Shorty leaking?
Shorty is just wet.
Oh, fuck.
I don't think there's any land on this planet.
Are we just gonna send him a big towel?
Yeah.
I don't.
Is that how we're going to do it?
I don't know. Okay. Anyway,
Go ahead.
researchers have detected atmospheric clues hinting that microbial organisms could be living on the surface of this planet. It's in the constellation Leo, if you know what that is, if you're familiar.
Ooh.
And this is considered a pretty great advancement of findings or something. That's probably
It's a big deal.
it's a big deal.
Put
in
differently.
other words. It's a big deal.
Indeed, Dylan, you've almost found us.
Blub, blub. We're under the water, Dylan.
Researchers were able to find possible hints of molecules and gases that on Earth are signs of life. Okay.
Okay. So this is some real microscope shit.
So
It is, but it's still very significant.
Yeah.
Because if something like that can be living out there,
In Leo,
Like,
nonetheless.
this is
Mhm.
what else is out there, kind of thing. In Leo,
I bet in
nonetheless.
Leo's day, if you looked at some of his stuff under a microscope, ooh, get the penicillin.
I'll send you. This is obviously, Randy, not a picture of the planet, but is an illustration of what it could most likely look like.
I'm
bet-
picturing the water planet from Interstellar with the big ass wave.
Yeah.
Dude, yeah.
I wonder if there's
But
any...
this picture just looks like Earth without land. It's not super exciting.
Oh, you sent
Randy
me a
had a
picture.
humorous joke.
No,
Go
no,
ahead,
it was
buddy.
actually a really terrible joke.
Are you glad I stepped on it?
I was going to say, I wonder if there's any sea lions that live there.
Sea lions.
Because Leo is the lion destination.
Leo
constellation.
the
Yeah.
lion.
Okay.
There's a thing. I don't
Sure.
know.
Sure.
That's why I backed off of it.
It is orbiting a dwarf star,
Hello.
a red dwarf star,
Ah.
which you will also see illustrated in this image.
I was going to ask if there's anything cool like a ring or any like 20 moons, anything.
It looks like Earth, man, without land or something. Anyway,
Dude, planets are crazy, yo.
there's a lot of them. That's the thing about it that you don't realize. 120 light years away.
How did
dude.
we gather this?
Our friend Jimmy Webb did.
Okay. He was able to figure out the gas, like, oh, like this gas has some stuff.
I don't know how Jimmy Webb obtained the measurements or the signs of these gases and molecules.
Okay.
But it did. You understand?
A little bit.
You
Not,
understand?
I know. I mean, I get that. Very topical. I just don't know. It's crazy.
This planet was discovered in 2019, not 2015.
Okay.
So slight correction on that.
Thank you for doing that.
Yeah.
We'd be hearing about it.
Yeah, it's a habitable zone, obviously.
Okay.
So this is exciting.
This is big. So what does this do for you?
Does
it make it move a little bit?
It furthers the very obvious fact that there's life out there, and probably intelligent life.
It typically finds a way. Life,
Yes.
that is.
What's the theory that we talked about on one of these episodes that mathematically speaking, there's like a guarantee of intelligent life being out there?
Yes,
Just
I believe
because
that
of-
is the theory of guarantificity.
Of all the billions and billions of planets that are in habitable zones of the universe, there's got to be something else out there.
That's the theory of me watching like something on the cosmos at night and being like, dude, there's so much shit. There's got to be something out there.
Yeah.
That's the theory.
But the theory is that mathematically speaking, how many Earth-like planets exist out there?
The Fermi paradox.
Fermi paradox. Give us a definition of the Fermi paradox, Randy. You just clicked out immediately when you
No.
looked at
The
it?
Fermi paradox is the discrepancy between the lack of conclusive evidence and evidence of advanced extraterrestrial life and the apparent high likelihood of its, and I have to click in, existence.
This is not going great.
I'll tell you this. I'll tell you what's a real paradox. Why are they letting these furries into my kid's school?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
There's a litter box in my kid's school.
Oh, man.
The Fermi paradox.
It is larger than Earth.
Oh.
So the diameter is 7,926 miles. This one is 17,735 miles.
Well, you said ours is 7,000?
The diameter is 7,926 miles.
Okay, so this is 10,000 more miles like in diameter. That's crazy.
Yeah. The circumference, of course, is what, 24,950 something or 20 something?
Yeah, indeed.
Just under 25K.
Damn. Now that, ladies and gentlemen, is a space bar.
That's a space bar.
Do the
folks.
outro.
Space.
That was the space bar. That's it. The outro's shorter.
It's shorter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man.
That's smart.
And gravity must go wild on this planet if it's that much bigger.
Well,
you think
yeah,
there's a
bud.
gravitron? They have
It's
a
got-
different version of
It's
the
got to spin faster to get you up on them walls.
Dude, that thing must be centrifugating.
It's just spinning.
Shorty centrifugating on my
Exactly.
gravitron until I.
Yeah, Randy, that's how gravity works, man. The larger the mass, the more intense the gravity is. I'm proud of you for knowing that.
I'm aware.
You understand?
Yeah.
Just like on the interstellar planet, it was like 1.5 times or something like that on Earth.
Yeah, and they stayed too long, and he didn't get to see his kids grow up.
Because their ship got waterlogged from that big wave. They had to let it dry out about an hour.
Yep, people underestimated the sea. Once again, the ocean.
Those waves were crazy.
That was a really big ocean wave.
Yeah.
If that had been me though, I would have straight up body surfed that bitch.
Would you?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, that would have been fucking nuts.
I would have put on my body glove and just done it. It'd have been tight. Hey man, this show is sponsored by our good friends at Squarespace. Squarespace is the all-in-one website platform designed to help you stand out and succeed online. Whether you're just starting out or scaling your business, Squarespace gives you everything you need to claim your domain, showcase your offerings with a professional website, grow your brand, and get paid all in one place. Guess what? This company built on
We are a Squarespace company, and we stand on it.
I remember we were first starting out. It was like, where are we gonna do all this? How are we gonna build this website, build this company?
Squarespace walked us through it, man. You can they have design templates on there, make things really easy if you're, maybe not like graphically savvy. Like I'm not. I would need help.
No.
And we got help from Squarespace.
It's all you need. We love it. Head to squarespace.com/steam for a free trial. When you're ready to launch, use offer code STEAM to save 10% off your first purchase of a website or domain. Again, go to squarespace.com/steam, get a free trial, and when you're ready to launch, use offer code STEAM to save 10% off your first purchase of a website or domain. We can't recommend it enough. Squarespace. This weekend, how did this toddler survive? It's a new segment I'm doing. How did this toddler survive? We really don't know.
How did this toddler survive?
We're working on it. You get these stories a few times a year where it's like a little kid, sometimes a 2-year-old like this, gets lost and survives out in the wilderness for a crazy amount of time with no food, no water, no cellular device, no pager, Randy, no beeper, Dylan,
Right.
none of that stuff. This one is in Arizona. A toddler, 2-year-old, survived out in the wilderness, and apparently made it like 7 miles overnight by itself, by himself.
What?
Yeah. And just wandered away from his backyard. I don't know why I keep saying it. It's just a little boy. And yeah, a rancher 7 miles away out looking for his dog, his Pyrenees, his ranch dog, sees it next to a tree, and the little kid's just sleeping there. And it just blew my mind that this kid survived wandering 7 miles overnight by itself. A 2-year-old.
A Great Pyrenees?
The dog is what,
Right.
like, apparently didn't like find him early on, but like toward the end, like stayed with him.
Wow.
But like a 2-year-old wandering that far at night through like the Arizona wilderness, the desert, is pretty insane.
That is wild.
Want to hear something real creepy?
Yes.
When police, when they started searching, they spotted multiple mountain lions
Oh, my
along
God.
the way.
I bet the parents they got no sleep whatsoever. That was tough, man.
Mountain lions, bears have been seen in that area recently. So this kid just made it 7 miles by himself, and it just blew my mind.
Buford and Anatolian Pyrenees.
Big dog, like a Dave-sized Pyrenees.
This dog looks like Shido's dog. Is it the same kind of dog?
It might be, actually. Now that you mention it.
Shout out friend of the program, Shido.
Yeah, this is like your classic ranch dog.
Yeah, that's a ranch dog.
Fight off coyotes and any kind of
What a
animal that's
dog,
messing
man.
with your
That's
stuff.
crazy.
Dogs, bro.
2 years
How
old.
sick is that?
I mean, Park's 10. I don't know if Parks would have made it a night out there in
Dude,
the wilderness.
Imagine like just you. And
I
it's
don't know
like,
if I would.
you got to just walk 7 miles. You don't know where you're going. Snakes, all
Mountain
sorts of
lions.
stuff.
You know,
Shapeshifters,
you know the
skinwalkers.
coyotes were out there howling too.
Yeah. Look at that. Oh, God. Chunk alert. Look at that dog.
What a
That's a
dope
chunk.
dog.
That's old Buford.
Oh, Buford.
Randy was at Buford's over the weekend.
I was not. Did not
Yeah,
take
you
my
were.
mom to Buford's
Why?
You did.
because I didn't take my mom to Buford's.
Okay. I guess he can come back and check it out. Jeez. No, this stuff blows my mind, dude. I don't know how your 2-year-old just wanders out and is like, I'm going for a little walkabout. Think that kid came back different? You think he got a hold of any peyote?
No.
You don't think he got a hold of any peyote?
Peyote is how most people say that, and I doubt it. I don't think you started eating a random. Is it a cactus? It's a cactus adjacent plant.
Yeah.
I believe
think
it's
so.
in the cacti family.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think he got a hold of some peyote.
He might have gone on a spiritual journey.
You think he was out there just whipping up some ayahuasca?
You're right. I think what happened is he probably got a hold of, he probably went to the store and bought some synthetic mushrooms. Like, he bought his own stuff.
Yeah.
And then went on the walkabout.
Mhm.
That's typically how you do it. And just said, you know what? I'm going to go. I'm going deep. I'm going 7 miles deep.
How do you let your 2-year-old wander off? I don't want to. I don't want to pass judgment.
You're
on the
passing a little
parents
judgment
here,
there, guy.
They
It's
said,
okay.
I read the article. I think the dad was working on the roof and the mom was taking care of the other kid, the 1-year-old or something like that. So
Okay.
like he just
Wow.
wandered out while the two were distracted doing other stuff.
The kid was holding the ladder for his dad.
Yeah.
It's like, you know what? So that they live out. Okay, man. I'm glad he returned safely, Dave.
Is 2 years old too young to have a cell phone?
Yeah.
Probably.
Although Haley's 2-year-old knows how to unlock it and use the camera.
Something that you're not prepared for in parenthood is how quickly a child will pick up
Dude,
technology.
It's crazy.
It is so funny, especially when on Easter we're FaceTiming family back home with my mom. And it's wild to me how long FaceTime has existed and that boomers still do not understand how to frame themselves. But my 2-year-old niece does know how to.
You see him from here up?
or like chin down.
Yeah.
But like the 2-year-olds
guys,
just automatically know how to do
It literally shows you your part, like how you're framed on your screen. Just look at it and adjust accordingly.
like you. I think it took Sammy. Like Sammy knows now. Like he can't unlock it, but he pick up a phone. He knows the swipe motion.
Yeah.
I guess if you watch your parents, because we're all addicted to these things. Sometimes I like to have some quiet time. I put my phone away. Sometimes I say, hey, let's just talk.
Just want to throw it away. Just say,
Not
get
me.
out of here.
This thing does more harm than good, Dylan.
They're pretty useful.
Yeah,
Pretty
you don't
useful.
think a 2-year-old should have one. Interesting. This 2-year-old just got lost in the wilderness. Yeah, go out in the desert without a phone. I'm sure Uncle Dylan will help you.
I'll tell you what, Parks having an Apple Watch has been great. I know where he is all the time. It's fantastic.
Is he allowed to wear that to school?
He is, but he doesn't use it at school. So we have it on like do not disturb and all that stuff.
Does he take a test and then afterward like looks at like the numbers, like his heart rate and stuff? He's like, I was pretty stressed out during the middle part, the
No, but
multiple choice.
after he had a test last week, and I texted him around lunch. I said, good luck on your test, buddy. And then I got a response about 2:00, and he says, I think I did really good on the test.
Crushed it.
When he was at school. So that was cool.
He
does use it still, but he's not supposed to.
That is kind of sick. As a kid, I would like that. That's like pretty much a spy watch. You'd be able to talk.
The Dick
to it
Tracy
and,
watch,
yeah,
dude?
It's just,
Yeah.
it'd be cool.
Did you ever have the Dick Tracy watch?
No.
Yeah, I don't think it actually did anything. It was like, that's how he communicated. It's just a walkie-talkie and the rest.
He had all those gadgets.
He did have some cool gadgets.
Didn't he? Or think of somebody else?
That's Inspector Gadget.
yeah.
But he had Dick Tracy did have gadgets. I wasn't going to embarrass you in front of all
Gadget
our audience.
definitely had gadgets, yeah. That was just
Go Gadget Copper.
kind of in his name. wasn't it?
Go roller shoes.
He was kind of a dipshit too, wasn't he? Wasn't he always like he would always like win in the end, but he would always like fumble around and embarrass his kid.
Yeah. I enjoyed Inspector Gadget a lot as a kid. I was going to do him as a costume, and then it was going to take too long, and I pivoted to Doug Dimmadome.
Oh,
Greatest
wow.
pivot ever.
The rest
chose
is
wisely.
history.
Yeah.
The rest is history.
Although I am curious to see what your Inspector Gadget costume would look like.
I might still do it one day.
Would you have like shit come out of your fingers? Like, what do you do?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'd have a bunch of gags. I think it helps that I have those roller shoes that the good fans of R&B lunchtime radio helped fund.
The biggest pile of crap I've ever seen.
They are not stable at all.
You are looking to break your ankle significantly.
Yeah.
Oh, he's got the hat that has all the things that come out.
Propellers and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, he can fly.
Kind of a dipshit, though, Dave said.
Yeah, like he's a little bit of a goofball, but I guess when you get to that level of science, you kind of have to be, right?
Oh, Matthew Broderick he did a movie. Okay.
What?
Well, he's
There's
like
no way that was good.
He's like a cyborg.
Kinda. I guess he's kind of like a cyborg.
I mean, he is. It was all. I think he got in an accident, and it was like RoboCop, but it was silly RoboCop, is what it is.
Would he have ruined the Avengers movies if, like, at the end of Infinity Wars, like he like pops through a portal? He's like on skates and he's like falling backwards. Like, whoa!
He's just flying with his helicopter hat, just going through. Yeah, I think that would have ruined it if they just had a random character coming.
Is he not in the universe?
No, I don't think.
But
he's a
they've done that
Marvel
before,
character.
right? Can't he like show up and like?
I guess so.
He can toss Thor a gadget. Why is that so crazy?
I guess it's not crazy. You're right. I just don't know if Marvel has the IP for Inspector Gadget.
All right, well, they should buy it. He could really help out. I think him and Iron Man would get along well. They're kind of cut for Iron Man's just a modern day military industrial complex Inspector Gadget. People forget he was creating bombs.
Stark Industries.
Yeah.
The Jericho.
You give Stark Industries the Inspector Gadget tech, think about it. We'll be on planet K2-18A like before you can snap your fingers.
Yeah. I
and
don't
destroy
even
the
wanna
world.
think about it. Hanging out with all those sea lions. Right, Dylan?
Yeah, man. Yeah, bro. I don't really get it, but sure. I think Lap Track really played on that one.
Oh, they're really liking this one.
Oh, Randy, you silly, silly, silly little bitch. I really liked it.
New color just dropped.
Oh, shit.
New color, Dylan. This is huge news for everyone in this room, including you.
Can you explain it? to the colorblind?
Scientists claim to have discovered new color no one has seen before, hence it being new. All they had to do was stimulate specific cells in the retina using laser pulses fired into eyeballs. That's all they had to do.
It looks like mint green to me.
Are you serious?
Is this it?
No one's seen it before.
It
Is
looks
that
very, yeah, that's it. It's a little, yeah, I mean, you're close. Yeah. I mean, but it's new, so it can look like whatever.
I don't understand how this works.
It's subjective. What do you mean?
Because we have green and we have ways of manipulating green, adding other colors to like make it different shades of green. How is this a new thing?
Well, Dylan, during the team's experiment, researchers shone a laser beam into the pupil of one eye of each participant. People don't use shone enough.
Shown?
Shone.
The past tense of show?
Shine.
Oh, shine.
It's a
Shine.
real word. That's probably the first time I've seen it and read it.
The sun shone on
Oh,
something.
yeah.
I
I got it.
but
Yeah.
There were 5 participants, 4 male and 1 female, who all had normal color vision. 3 of the participants were co-authors of the research paper. I'm just reading this. I don't know. This color looks very familiar to me. That's all I'm saying. I feel like I've seen this shit.
Yeah.
It almost looks like our logo.
That's kind of my take on it too. Like, yeah, okay.
I have a shirt I have a Camp Will Mommy shirt that's colors. Like,
I mean, theoretically, you can alter any color just a little bit, and like it's something we've never seen before, right?
Yeah.
Like I can take a red and add a couple dots of, blue to it. It's like, oh, this is a new color, technically speaking.
Well, what they did here, Dylan, this is what you were saying before the show. The laser only stimulated M cones, which in principle would send a color signal to the brain that never occurs in natural vision. It was just the M cones.
This seems like BS to me.
Yeah, I don't really know. I don't like it. I feel like I've got enough colors to worry about. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I think I feel, David.
It's not great.
I'm freaking colorblind, dog.
Although you did, when you described the color, I don't know if you had read the article and already.
No. It just looks mint green.
That's about right.
Okay.
yeah.
Okay. Well, this is
All right.
big.
All right.
Congratulations to everybody out there seeing new colors. Run it back.
Cool. Should we run it back and get out of here?
Yes.
Of course, that's the segment during which we talk about what we already talk about. The gravitron is actually a centrifugal force play. Go sub our YouTube. It's a visual show. Randy took a shot. JT took home a dub. How do you say it? The dub. Dave was a little more buttoned up in his Food Network days. Dave has a good bite and chew. It's an industry term.
People know.
The pork belly sandwich from 24 Diner made Dave feel alive again. Dave would have body surfed the interstellar wave. And finally, Inspector Gadget was kind of a dipshit.
What
That
if,
concludes
like,
Run It Back.
You're on the ship with me and we got to trying to get off that planet as quickly as possible. And where's Dave? And I'm just over there just like paddling out in front.
You cost him 20 years on Earth because you're just fucking body surfing?
Yeah.
They would have left you. Like, dude, we gotta go, man.
I would have been fine with that.
Would you?
Fuck it.
They left They left Jamie behind from Yellowstone.
They had
It's
to.
true.
They had to.
Had no choice.
They literally could have just left for like 40 years and be like, Dave just caught one more wave. Be fine. He's
Yeah,
fine
you
now.
can come back because the other ship, like the other ship's wreckage was still there.
Mm-hmm.
And like, it's weird. It's all in the same place. And like, well, even though it was 20 years ago on this planet, it was like yesterday or something. It's fucking mind blowing.
Yeah.
I still don't understand.
That's some K2 shit. K2A, yo.
I still don't understand how that works.
Well, sometimes you just got to figure out how to bend gravity, and then you can go from one point to the other. Just then you can pluck a string for string theory, and then you're there.
Mm-hmm.
Who says we don't know shit? We know a lot. Bye.
Bye.
Metal ranchos, metal ranchos, metal ranchos, metal ranchos.